Hey, what's up, everyone? Particularly, particularly Robin Neely. Your comment that you gave does not want to go through. Uh, so I got it by email, but your comment doesn't go through. If you want to email me personally, you can. But it, um, it didn't want to go through. But I completely understand what you're saying. It's like when that happens, all logic just goes away. They don't remember to the extent. See, a friend that we used to have a long time ago went into those rages, and he would just literally beat the crap out of a tree till his hands were bloody and he didn't remember it, and he would just go into a rage, but yet didn't remember what happened, or he doesn't remember the extent of it, and it's dangerous and very very scary, and it affects the person's health, it affects their family deeply, and yeah, anything that can help, let me know. Because they all logic goes out the door, basically. Just goes out the window. There's no. It's just rage. Or rage, or accusations, or just paranoia. And complete. They just get completely ballistic, belligerent, and unworkable. And it just doesn't really make sense. It's happened for a long, 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 long time. Way before he was even taking medicine for it. But, yeah. Even long before then. I know we all have our own issues and problems, but it's a scary thing, and the people around them, like when they suddenly just go off, and just like snap in somewhere, and then he just eats whatever he wants, whether it's the carbs or potatoes or eats and drinks suddenly what he wants, and that's not good. You can't get them to listen. It's all up to the person, and you can't get them to listen. Then what do you do? You know, what do you do then? And then they just suddenly, I don't know, it's like then they become argumentative, and then everything, it's them against, there's no winning. But I know because I've dealt with it, I've seen it, and they could be a diabetic person, they could be the kindest person, and then just seemingly a bipolar flip. And you can see it in their eyes, and you can see the rage, and it's a scary thing. And I don't know. He's done that. It's happened to him for a long, long time. But for the past several years, it's finally eased off, and then it just started back. And we need prayers and love, focus as much as we can that it balances back out. Because, I mean, his health and his job won't last. And, if, we will also are majorly affected, but his health and job won't last much longer if that continues. And their mindset is no longer logical when that happens. They just become into that mode of anger, abuse, and frustration and rage and just flips. It's really crazy, the psychology. We all have our issues, that's for sure. I have mine, we all have them. But there's no logical thinking when that happens to them. And it's like they have to pick one particular person or something to target, or their mind is just not right. And it's dangerous because they can go off into a complete rage. Anyway. But Luana, your comment did not Luana, but, oh shoot, not Luana, I'm sorry, thank you, Luana, your comment did go through. But, let's see, Robin Neely, your comment. Robin Neely, that was it, Robin Neely. All these crazy random notifications. Robin Neely, your comment was the one. Right there, yours didn't go through. For some reason. I'm getting a lot of spam lately too, my notifications, but I don't know why they always say to keep the comments respectful, follow community guidelines when no one did anything wrong. But anyway, go ahead and end it. I gotta end it here. 3%. But yeah, it's something I don't talk about on the channel or share. But I thought, well, I will. I just will. He loves potatoes and carbs, and he just eats the crap out of them when he's lately gotten into that, once again, that rebellious mode, like, I'm just going to do what I want, eat what I want, I don't care. And that's not good for them. At all. And then that affects his health and everyone around him. And the other people around they're just like, what's wrong with him? And then I have to go in and, like, I'll be like, explain the situation. Thankfully, I knew, like, when he went off angrily, I knew the people that worked there and told them what had happened. But they said, well, just try to calm him down, which is easier said than done when diabetics get into that rage. I don't know. All things can be accomplished through focus and prayer, I'm sure. But he's got to do this himself. He's got to try himself on it. And I don't know. He takes medicine, the sertraline for mood and anxiety, as well as his other medicines, and that Jardiance, and the blood pressure medicine. He went in one of those modes and took too many earlier. But I don't want to talk about all that. I don't even usually talk about this stuff, but it's if something doesn't, I don't want that to come back and happen again. He hasn't had those rages in a while, and it started back, and then he just does whatever, doesn't care about what he eats and drinks anymore, and all those energy drinks he drinks on the road. Too many. And the frustration of the regulations on the truck driving job. We're scraping by, but it's, this is just a life vlog. Has nothing to do with my usual content. I love you all so much. You want to email, you can. I think I put it in previous videos many times. I know I have. Gonna try to get some rest. I feel this gut feeling of like it's like a gut feeling of just anxiety, doom and gloom feeling. I don't like it. I know I have you all to reach out to and talk to. Well, I also talk to Mama, but there's no logic when this happens. I'm getting very sleepy, so gotta get off here. Peace. Much love, everyone. But Luana Simmons, you're not Luana Simmons. I keep calling her Luana. Thank you, Luana. But she commented too. But Robin Neely, been a long time subscriber of mine. There was a person that we used to know a long time ago, and the same thing happened to them, but except they had type 1. And Daddy said, I am not getting one of those things. They want to make me get one of those things in my body, the doctor does, to monitor my health 24/7. I'm not going to do that. But long ago, there was this guy, and then he would go into this rage, and he would become like diabetics do. They become abusive, and then he would just get, he would go into a rage and just start hitting a tree. And then but he was the nicest guy ever too. Calmest, sweetest, kindest, nicest person. And then it would just flip. It's crazy. It really is. Diabetic, the bipolar disorder, all this is crazy, but I have my manic depression. That's what I go through. But anyway, and that's not fun in and of itself. And that anxiety that I go through doesn't help. But what he is going through is what I shared here. And Robin, your comment did not go through thanks to YouTube. So that's why I didn't get to respond. Peace. Signing out.